I'm Peter Birch and welcome to CrittaCam. Today, I think I'm going to take you through something that's a little bit different. Now, obviously I've got a lot of eggs hatching, and what I want to show you is, we all know that when females lay their eggs, the eggs will stick together and bind together, and when they dry, it becomes very difficult to separate them. So, what happens when the eggs are hatching? Well, today I'm going to show you exactly that, because we've got a few clutches here that are hatching right now, just like these beautiful little spotted pythons. They're all hatching, and we've got one little guy here that's also already made it out of the egg. That's his empty egg right there. And what I'm going to show you, not only is some spotted pythons, but we've also got some couple of clutches of carpet python eggs. These gorgeous black and white jungles that are all starting to pop their heads out. Some of them had a little bit of assistance there, just making the holes a little bit bigger and easier for them to get out. And we've also got a clutch of albino carpets. Now, like I said earlier, is that when the females lay the eggs, they actually bind together, and then the females will wrap around those eggs, as you've seen before, and they create this beehive-like sort of structure. Now, the reason why they do that is because it's so much better for the eggs to be bound together in that state. And then during the incubation period, it stops the eggs from rolling around and stops the embryo from drowning or actually being dislodged or actually losing the total orientation and popping out of the bottom of an egg. So these guys will actually move up. Now, when they're right at this stage here, you know, they're so much easier. They just basically pop apart. And as you can see, as we just touch these eggs, they just basically are just popping off altogether. Look at that. The whole sort of clutch is just coming apart very easy. You know, there's a guy down there, and all these eggs just come apart so easy. So that's the reason why they bind together, is because the mum doesn't want the eggs to roll around. Mother Nature is absolutely amazing. You know, these little built-in safety factors. But obviously at this part, it makes no difference at all what happens to the eggs, because everyone knows their way out now. They all know their orientation to the top of the egg. And as you can see, they're all sort of come up to the top to get out. And look at that, they just basically pop apart very easy. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Now, is it got something to do with moisture? No, it's got nothing to do with moisture. So basically what it's got to do with is, it's that right time where the clutch is able to be separated. It enables the eggs to basically collapse like they're doing here. So the babies come out, the eggs collapse, and it allows the eggs to collapse, causing an escape route. As you can see down here, I'll try and make this easy. There's another guy down here trying to get out. So if that egg's collapsed, it makes it easier for him to get out. Not always do they just fall apart, but 90% of the time this happens. Look at that. So much easier. Everyone's in a hurry to get out here. This guy here's popped out, knocking on everyone's doors. There's a little guy down here, he's made a couple of slits down here in that bottom egg, so he's trying to get out, but he's also pipped. So the terminology is pipped when they sort of cut the egg. He's pipped a couple of times there, and it's all at the top of the egg, not at the bottom, not through the side, at the top of the egg. So when they sit like this, and I've had it happen a few times, and you can see this guy down here too, they can actually pip through that top of that egg, go through the bottom of the other egg, and pop out the top to just find their way out. And luckily enough, that hasn't happened, because it can be not only exciting because you have completely different sort of genetic animals in the bottom to the ones in the top, and you find different colours and patterns popping through which you're not expecting. So multiple different coloured animals in the same egg. During this stage, you know, those eggs just collapse and come apart really easy. And that is pretty darn amazing. Nature really knows what she's doing when it comes to these things. Absolutely amazing. So when you get to that late stage of eggs and they're all hatching, you can break them apart like this. You can separate them out. You can allow them to hatch out naturally, I typically don't go through cutting eggs, pulling animals out. I just like to let them do their own thing, slowly emerge and pop their way out. Yeah, we will cut a few eggs just to make sure that they've got windows there, because sometimes baby snakes can form without the egg tooth, and as you can imagine, trying to tear your way out of a plastic bag without a knife is very difficult indeed. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little snippet. Make sure you hit me up on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Until next time guys, thank you so much for watching CrittaCam.